But as far as if it's not the Broncos, then which team do you think was the most disappointing?
I mean, hands down, it's the New York Jets.
Well, you sound like you had expectations for this team.
And I think a lot of people did, especially
did?
Jets fans.
What?
The way Ryan Fitzpatrick played last season, and he tricked everyone, and he tricked that Jets organization into giving him a lot of money based on how he played. And it was a complete letdown. He got a lot of money to do almost absolutely nothing besides throw interceptions. First of all, not only is Ryan Fitzpatrick a problem for them, they don't really have a backup that they've seen that can do work for them. Christian Hackenberg, Bryce Petty.
I don't understand.
I mean,
the whole
they have
Hackenberg
no
situation.
idea what they have because they haven't put these guys in.
Redshirting a professional quarterback.
I know. It's crazy.
I guess I'm not disappointed because my expectations weren't high. I thought once this whole Fitzpatrick thing started playing out, how many times have we seen this where quarterbacks go through these holdouts and they just can't live up that season to those contracts because there's just so much pressure, injuries start happening, and just one thing after another, it snowballs. And I can't say that I'm surprised by any aspect of this Jets team. Really, I mean,
But what about Brandon Marshall? What about that situation?
Some of the stuff like going on between Sheldon Richardson and Brandon Marshall, that part, now, who saw that coming? But that comes with losing. That comes with just being a poorly run team. And I think that's what the Jets are. So I guess, bottom line, I'm just not that surprised that the Jets, certainly not surprised that they are sitting at home watching the playoffs.
Who were you surprised by then?
How about the Minnesota Vikings? They came into this season, expectations were high, then Teddy Bridgewater has the injury. And you're like, oh, man. But then they go out and get Sam Bradford, and you're thinking, okay, well, here's an experienced quarterback, and they still have Adrian Peterson. Then Adrian Peterson goes down. But still, they get off to a 5-0 start, right? And then the bottom falls out. How do you start the season 5-0 and then not make the playoffs, not win your division? Because like the odds are so in your favor when you have those kind of starts in NFL history, right?
Right.
And it was just awful what happened. And now they don't have a first-round draft pick to build with next season because they gave that to the Eagles to get Sam Bradford. So they're in a big, I guess, dumpster of trouble.
I would say that I was surprised by how they started, but definitely not how they finished. So overall, their season was basically
but that
exactly
build up the expectation? Like, okay, they're going to be okay. At least get to the playoffs.
I mean, it's like when we talked about Carson Wentz earlier in the Eagles season. We could only talk about Carson Wentz and Sam Bradford for the first 3, 4, 5 weeks of the season. What did Carson Wentz do? Pretty much the exact same thing. It was a mediocre at best.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't really surprise me
that
all cooled off.
You have a veteran quarterback in Sam Bradford, and you're thinking, okay, there's enough there.
Yeah, but what has Sam Bradford ever really accomplished?
And they just kept losing tackles, too. That was the other thing. They kept losing tackles on the offense.
Right.